We here, my boy, man, back Brackin.
What's going on?
Come on, man. Out here in Vegas. Man, I tapped in with bro maybe like close to a month ago. Told him I wanted to get him on, man. I've been following him for a while, fucking with the content for a while. You know what I'm saying? Locked in with me. Agreed to it, man. I was excited. You know what I mean? Excited to work. So I appreciate you for coming through for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I appreciate you having me.
Hell yeah. So I got introduced to you through your content, you know what I'm saying? Just giving out really good advice, you know what I'm saying, for the peoples. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people might live with some excuses or whatever, or bad habits, and you was on there just like cleaning up. You know what I'm saying? You was cleaning up, saying some shit, saying some good shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, so shit I agree with. Like I was saying off camera, man, I feel like I got good discernment with people. You know what I mean? Certain people can say things and I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that shit from you. But another person say, you like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You might have said the same thing. But it's like, I don't believe this person, but I believe you though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure. That's how it definitely came through. You know what I mean? But yeah, we here now, man. We getting it. The first question I want to ask you too is, also, man, like I used to, because I'm a gambler. I used to see you with Parlay P, man. Parlay P, shout out Parlay P.
Yeah, it's my dog.
Yeah, I used to see you with Parlay P. I used to follow.
Y'all go run his site up.
Yeah, I used to follow Parlay P. He used to give out the free picks, free parlays. The very first time I ever played a parlay with Parlay P was a 7-legger and it hit. And I said, oh yeah, it's up.
That was your first time ever betting?
Ever betting with him. So he gave out free picks, and he put a 7-legger. I followed all 7 picks, and it hit. That shit was crazy. I put $50 on that motherfucker. I said, "Damn."
Yeah, you caught it at the right time.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, this nigga really like that.
Yeah.
My homie told me about him, so and then I see you with him. I said, okay, and I already was following you already. So to see him, both of y'all, I'm like, what y'all got? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? So that was funny as well to me. But yeah, man, let's get it, man. First of all, man, like, where you from? Like, you know what I'm saying? What city you from? Where you grew up? How'd you grow up?
Man, that's like a real broad question. I'm from Inglewood, California, but I grew up a little bit everywhere. Okay. You know, I was blessed enough to have, you know, a big family on my dad's side and my mom's side. So I got to experience life. Like, they'd take us to Pollie, Oklahoma. I go to Texas. We go to Arizona, just everywhere. You know, I wasn't encapsulated in one place. Right. I might be down in the valley one day, then I'll be up north in Hanford and Fresno, Tulare, all that up there, and then next thing you know, I'm in Florida. So, you know, I got around, but Inglewood is definitely my home base.
Yeah. Okay. City of Champions, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. Your handle back Brackin, so I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? What was that about? You know what I mean? Because I know that's a blood city. It's some Crips in that motherfucker, but that's a blood city for sure.
I mean, back Brackin is just, you know, it's just a handle. Yeah. You know, it's nothing to go too deep into. I was just looking for a name. Everybody had a cool name, so I just made a name that resonated with me, resonated with the city, you know?
Did you leave and come back, though? Like, why was it back Brackin though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like it could have been like Ben Brackin, but it was back Brackin.
Nah, to tell you the truth, it was just, I seen, you know, because my name actually used to be Burrito Meat.
Burrito Meat.
Yeah.
All right, break that down, bro.
Yeah. Not a lot of people know that. So my name used to be Burrito Meat on Instagram, and I always like to separate myself. You know, I like to say things and do things that made me stand out and made me stand apart. Yeah. So I had Burrito Meat for a minute, and then you know what? I can't even tell you. Just one day I was like, man, we back Brackin. And I just ran with it. Ran with it, and it's been that ever since. It's to the point to I can't even change it, you know, because it's just such a heavy identifier of me. If I wanted to change it, I could.
For sure. That's because that's definitely how people know you. For sure. Yeah. Like, niggas will probably call you that on the streets.
They see you. No, that's who I am. Yeah. That I encapsulate that whole thing.
Right. So how was it growing up in Inglewood, man? You got to talk about LA, Inglewood, that dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people from out there, a lot of people from out of the state, they love that culture. They love that culture. You know what I'm saying? So tell me how it was for you. Like, of course, you was able to experience different
growing up
cities.
for me was a little different. Like I said, homie, you just never know where you're gonna find me at.
Yeah.
So like it was a time where my mom and my dad was both in prison at the same time.
Shit.
So I had to go, I stayed with my auntie a lot. A lot of the time, like I love my auntie. Shout out to you, auntie. Anytime that I needed somebody, she was there to take me in. But then there was times where my daddy went to jail and I'm up in Hanford, or it was somewhere up north. I'm not sure if it was Fresno, Hanford, or Tulare, but he had his girl staying out there, and I was staying with his girl for a minute. She picked me up from my auntie house when my dad was in jail. My brothers had shipped out to Atlanta. One of my brothers over here, so it was just always like a mix up. I never went to a school more than 2 years.
Damn.
Ever in my life. You know how people grow up with their friends?
Yeah.
Like, I've been knowing you since the first grade. I've been knowing you since then. I don't got that experience. So, and I used to be jealous of that. But me getting around so much, it also gave me the advantage of knowing different cultures and different type of people. So sometimes I wish I would have stayed in one place, but then again, like, I'm happy that I got to diversify my view of the world.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I got kind of similar with you on that. At least until like 4th or 5th grade, I didn't stay at one school for more than 1 year. You know what I mean? We're just moving around. But you get to know a lot of people though. Yeah.
I mean, I was in Hawthorne, Torrance. I went to school everywhere, literally. Like, I don't really have like like somewhere that I could just pledge my loyalty to,
Right.
To be proud about, except Inglewood. It got to a point to where, so until about 12 years old, when I got to Inglewood, that stuck. That was the one place that I remember my dad dropped me off because he was getting ready to go to jail again. I was staying with him up north for a minute. So he was getting ready to go to prison for another time. And he dropped me off at my mom's house and he was like, all right, I'll see you later. But in my mind, I kind of knew he was getting ready to go away. So when he dropped me off in Inglewood, that was it.
What was your parents into? Like you said, your mom and your father went to prison. Like, what kind of?
Just surviving. I mean, my mom was a survivor. She had to do all type of shit just to make sure, we ate. My mom went through everything. Like, I'm a trauma kid. I grew up in a life of trauma. My mom's whole life was traumatized, early on. And I don't think a lot of people understand that they give their kids their trauma, even if they don't try to inflict it on them. Just your child watching you go through trauma traumatizes your child. So my grandmother died early. They say the mob killed her, but we're not sure. But she went off the 14 freeway in Lancaster, right? She used to be a big heroin dealer back in the day. So she moved from LA. She used to stay like in the Hoovers. She moved from LA, one of the biggest heroin dealers ever, though. And she died when I was about, I was like 2 or 3, but I still remember her to this day. But anyway, she was one of the biggest heroin dealers ever, but she was trying to change her life. So she moved down to Lancaster, Palmdale. And once she got down there, I guess she was at a club and some of the people from the mob seen her. And then when she seen him, she was kind of worried about him, but they was like, oh, it's cool, And they just, everybody went their own way. But later, after that, she ended up going off the rail ramp on the freeway and dying. And there was a dude named Jimmy in the car who was her boyfriend at the time. He went off the ramp with her in the car, but he survived. And he was straight, and nothing really happened to him. So, people felt like it was a setup, but they don't really know what that's about. But anyway, that caused my mom to have a lot of anxiety and a lot of trauma in her life. Like, she never healed from that to this day.
Right.
So she was never able to be she was being the best mother she could, but she couldn't be the mother that she wanted to be because she was grieving her mother the whole time.
Right.
So, that led her to drug addiction, to, just having a hard life, period. Plus she was raped as a child, 12 years old herself when she ran away from home by my grandma's boyfriend, but she never told her about it, So I grew up living inside my mother's trauma growing up as a kid, and that played a major impact on me. And then my pops, he was always trying to be a good dude, but, he was in that fast life, selling drugs. Everybody knew my dad by first and last name. When he would show up to a city, he would show up with U-Hauls full of dope, and the police used to know when he was in town. It was actually to a point where he let somebody drive his car, and the police seen the person driving his car, and they pulled him over and they asked him, they said, "Hey, do he know you driving his car?" You know what I mean? So it was like, it was just that life. But my pops never got caught up for doing what he was doing. He got caught up for messing with bitches. Bitches would always get him caught up. He'd be on his hustle and then he'd get into it with a bitch or something. And then next thing you know, he in jail. First time 2 years, next time 4 years, next time 6 years. Every time it added on. And then next thing you know, when he coming home, I'm grown. I done already been through everything I've been through. But I done seen it all growing up. Like, I used to go door to door selling toys when I was 7 years old, running around the whole city. I can't even believe I was doing that because I look at my kids now and I'd be like, I'll never let you
Ain't
go.
no way.
Yeah, ain't no way you would just be outside. But, my family members used to come down to come visit us, and I'll be running around the whole city by myself. And I'll be selling anything, books, toys, whatever I can get my hands on. We used to go to the back of the Frito-Lay factory, and they had boxes of chips. And some of them would still not be open. So I used to take the ones that wasn't open and I'll go resell them. Because it'd have some type of minor defect or something. And I knew that. But you couldn't tell, So I was just getting my hustle on.
And to speak about the trauma that you dealt with, I mean, we was talking off camera, we were talking on the phone earlier. And you were telling me about a situation that happened about, when you was young and someone pulled a pistol on you and told you they was going to kill you. Yeah. And was that because of the lifestyle your people was living, or what was that about?
Man, I was just growing up around demons.
Yeah.
Growing up around lost souls. Mm-hmm. I mean, you tell me why a grown ass man would pull a pistol on a kid. That don't make no sense. Right? I'm a child. I'm playing with you. Yeah. I was sitting there playing with him. So we was at one of my mom's parties. My mom used to have parties. She used to be cool with all the gangbangers in the neighborhood. That's what she did. Everybody knew her. I guess she looked at that as her way of protecting us. At least that's how she put it to me. Right. But they used to be in my house. My house was like a spot. Everybody used to kick it. So, a young boy, we play with men. When I'm on my dad's side of the family, when I'm with those men, because it's a lot of men on that side. And when I'm with them, the first thing you do when you see one of your big cousins is, come on, let's do it. Right. You know what I mean? You're going to challenge them. Yeah. So when I seen those men in my house, I looked at them as, like family too. Yeah. So one of them, I ain't going to say his name, but I was challenging him. I'm playing around, socking him, jumping on him, doing all that stuff. And he pulled me to the side outside the door. I remember like it was yesterday. He pulled me outside to the side of the door. And he pushed me up against the wall and he pulled a pistol. I said, "Stop playing with me. I'll kill you, little nigga." Yeah. And in my mind, I'm looking at him. I'm a child, right? I'm like 10 years old. I'm looking at him like, are you serious? Like, is this for real? My brain is trying to process it. So I'm looking up at this dude and I'm looking into his eyes and I could tell like he's serious. He will kill me right here, right now. And my mama in there. She right there on the other side of that door. I felt helpless. I felt unprotected. And, when you growing up and you don't got a father around, because I never told her that happened to me. Yeah. But when you don't got a father around to stand behind, because you don't mind standing behind no man as a young boy. Sure. To show like this is my protection. But as a young man standing behind your mama, you feel weak. So I never ran to my mom because I didn't want to look or feel weak. I just stood up on my own.
It's rough, for sure. How did that shape you in that moment, like going forward?
Like I said, I'm a trauma baby, man. Like I grew up in this shit. Like the first time me seeing somebody get killed was, again, at one of my mom's parties. I remember somebody threw up on the floor. And my mom was like, "Man, hell no, get this motherfucker out of here." And I remember they grabbed him up and they walked him outside going to a trash can. And I walked with him to the trash can. And I remember they shot him by the trash can and threw him in that motherfucker. And then after that, in the same apartments, we was just chilling. It was a whole nother day. We was just chilling in apartments. And I remember looking out my window and it was like the apartments had like a U shape. and it was a big grass area in the middle. And I remember it was just a bunch of niggas all just standing out there. And I remember there was a dude on crutches. And out of nowhere, like a big fight popped off. And the dude with crutches was hopping forward. And he grabbed one of his crutches and he smacked the shit out of somebody. And I'm looking through the blinds like, oh, shit. And you just start hearing boom, 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 boom. My mom like, get down, holding us down. So we all in there like this. So I just grew up in that shit, man. I can't even, it's all I knew. It's all I knew. It's all the world showed me. Because that's how I thought that was the world. You know, when you don't go outside of that shit, you only think, you think that's how big the world is, just your block or your community.
Right.
You know, if you live inside a house like we here right now, and you only see this ceiling, you're gonna think that's how high ceilings go. Until you step somewhere else in a bigger building, and you're like, no, they go way higher. You know, but you gotta get out of those areas to really see that. And I started to do that later on when I started being with my dad's family more. When they was taking me on trips and taking me to the black rodeo and stuff like that.
Seeing different shit.
Yeah, you know, I go to my Uncle Junior house, he had a farm. We used to pitch watermelons. We'd sit on the gate and wait for the horses to get close to the gate. We'll jump on their back and ride them bareback and get bucked off. You know, so I got
that's some wild shit.
Yeah, so when you start doing all that shit, and then you come back to the hood, you tell these kids like, hey, bro, this ain't, you know, it ain't just this.
Right.
But they not trying to hear none of that shit because they not experiencing that.
Right.
So they kind of push what you talking about to the side.
Okay. So how was you growing up? Like, what would people say about you, like, growing up when you was, 11 to 18 or whatever like that, when you was coming up? Like, what would they say?
I don't know, man. They say a lot of shit. Yeah. They say a lot of shit because I was never just one person. You know?
Explain that part. Like,
it's just like I'm like a sponge. Even now, I'm always mutating and growing into something else.
Right.
You know? It's like the Goosebumps book. Oh, no. What was it called? Animorphs? Remember them Animorphs?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Remember that? And it'd be like a little boy and he turn into
a horse or something.
Yeah, he turn into a motherfucking eagle or some shit. That's me. Every day. It's like you slowly see me just turn into some other shit. I'll be this today and be that tomorrow. You know? So, you know, I was always a hustler though. Yeah. Always a hustler, you know, up at Inglewood High, Morningside, parent, bag full of candy. Baseball bag full of candy, not a regular little backpack. Once I figure out how to make some money on something.
Baseball bag. Baseball bag long.
Yeah, baseball bag. I go up to Smart Final in the morning. My goal wasn't to be at school on time. Right. Because I was always taught to, you know, we need some money. Yeah. You know, we was poor. So once I figured out how to make a dollar, that's all I was on forever.
But where'd you learn your hustle from? Like, who did you look up to around you that you was like, man, he gets some money, I want to be like him, or she gets some money, I want to be like, I want that same thing. I'm sure it's a man.
My uncles. Yeah. Okay. You know, my uncle was a baller. My uncle was a cold baller. You know, probably one of the biggest to ever do it. You know, but I watched them live good and I watched them fall. You know. But I always had the need to go get it. Yeah. I can't even say that. I just know I wanted better. You know, that was my motivation, just to want better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because living how we was living, it just wasn't it. Right. And I seen them other kids have better. Everybody else is living better than us. I wanted some of that. I see people, you know, they getting presents, they having birthday parties. I wouldn't get none of that shit. So when you come from nothing and you don't have nothing, and your mindset is just, I need to get something.
Okay, but like, you know, sometimes people, when they come from that situation of having nothing, they, like, I know at least that some of them become real like scandalous. Like, would you say, was you ever that way? Like, was you a scandalous person, or like a person?
There is a lot of scandalous motherfuckers out there. And what stopped me from being scandalous is dealing with a lot of scandalous motherfuckers. Okay. You know, like I said, I came, so on my dad's side, it's a group of men they call the Pattersons. They call it the Patterson clan. Okay. The way they was all raised up, they're not perfect, but that specific group of men, they taught me something. They taught me morality. They taught me purpose. They taught me value. Like, it's not a man over there. You know how moms would be raising the kid? Yeah. all the single dads on that side raising their kids. It wasn't the moms.
Damn.
I mean, the moms too, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but any man on that side, any Patterson man,
Yeah.
he had his kids.
Mm.
None of them had kids, and their kids was with the mama, and I don't got them. No, they took their kids. So it's just watching them do that, and then on my mom's side too, you know, like I said, I was lucky to have certain men and certain people around me to instill certain morals and values in me. So it stopped me from turning up to the level of savageness I could have, you know? Yeah, I wasn't angry at the world. You know, usually people who scandalous like that, they don't have no love.
Right.
They don't come from love. I come from love.
Mm.
I come from poverty, but I come from love.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So like, okay, like in your transition of like, you know, coming up as a kid to like an adult, like what was some of the factors or influences that was like, you know what, this is how I want to shape my life. Like this is the way I want to be.
I went through everything everybody else went through, you know. I was being influenced by everything around me. I wanted to be a gangbanger because all my cousins and uncles and them was gangbanging. I wanted to sell weed and sell drugs because they was selling weed and selling drugs. I just wanted to have money. I wanted to be rich because that's the shit that they told us to do. That's the shit that they sold us on.
Right.
I really wasn't able to develop into having my own identity because I never had the freedom to do that. The world was too busy having its hands on me and shaping me into what it told me that I'm supposed to fucking be. You know? I felt like I didn't have a choice.
Damn, that's heavy.
Yeah,
that's a way of saying it though.
Because when you really look back at it, you don't. And I'm not just making an excuse, but these other people in these other communities, they get that pillow, they get that cushion where it's like, you know, take your time, figure your life out, be who you want to be, like, you know, what school you want to go to, all that shit.
Yeah,
don't ask me none of that shit. I can't even remember nobody sitting down helping me do my homework besides my auntie when I used to live with her. But it depends on who house I'm in. I'm being raised different by different people all the time.
Right.
Because I'm being shipped around.
Right.
To wherever, you know, I'll be with my great grandma one day. She was a dope smoker. God bless her heart. But she was a functioning drug addict. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She took care of me. You know, she kept her house. She kept her bills paid. She wasn't on the streets. You'll never see her on the corner talking about, let me suck your dick for $10 or no shit like that. But she smoked dope. But I knew, you know, even though she had that monkey on her back, she loved me. But sometimes I'll be with her on the east side of LA. You know? I grew up a lot of my time on the east side too. Like I said, I'm really from all over.
Yeah.
I'm from all over this shit. I just settled in Inglewood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, you know, you just looking at what works, right? Everybody being, I wasn't tall, so I couldn't be a fucking basketball player or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and I tried to play football, but my mom wouldn't let me play because she was like, I don't want you up there with the gangbangers.
Right.
That was her logic, right? But when you took that away from me, going to go play football, now I'm just outside with who? Them niggas ain't up there playing football. They right here outside on the block.
Yeah, you with the gangbangers.
Bothering me, yeah, rolling up on me every day on their bikes. 11 years old. Hey, homie, what you doing over here? I live right here. Okay, you little niggas need to be from the hood. Every single day when I'm stepping outside, you can't just go out there and fucking play. You know? You just, it's constant pressure, 24/7 of telling you what you're gonna be. The police telling you a criminal and you a thug, slamming me down to the floor. Talking about I'll fuck up your nice outfit and shit, pulling out guns for no reason.
Yeah.
So you don't have time to really sit there and relax, homie. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to be for a long time. I probably still don't. Even to this day, I'm still trying to figure my life out. That's why I come on here for a minute and I disappear so many times. It's just recently that I really started digging into my purpose.
So do you get off the grid to refocus?
Nah. So I disappeared for a lot of reasons. So like when I first came on, like I told you before, I was just venting to the world about my frustrations, right? And then people, they fucked with my point of view, you know, and I had more frustrations that I wanted to vent because I never had a voice. It was always swallowed up by the community, by the bullshit going on. I never felt like I could say how I feel for real.
What do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean it was swallowed up by like the community?
The streets don't give a fuck about how you feel.
Okay.
They don't give a fuck about what you think. They don't give a fuck about what you're trying to figure out. They just telling you it's like this and that's it. They don't want to hear. You don't got, time to vent to nobody. Who you gonna vent to? Your mom gone hustling or working 2 or 3 jobs or whatever she doing. Your daddy in jail. You walk outside and it's just the streets. And when you a kid too, it's kind of hard. You know how they tell you what goes on in this house stays in this house?
Yeah.
You know how they tell you that as a kid?
Yeah.
The problem with that is it's like a blanketed statement. When you hear that, you like, oh, I can't share none of this shit. So you're not going to tell them that you hungry, you ain't got no food in your house. You're not going to tell them nothing that's going on because you're supposed to keep it a secret. We're not taught to go share information.
Right.
So that shit fuck you up. So one day I just started venting, and then when I seen everybody start fucking with my shit, I just kept doing it. But it got to a point to where it felt like a job. Like everybody start hitting me up. When you first get on social media, you don't know how to handle it. Well, I didn't know how to handle it. Okay. It started feeling like, because I was one of the first ones to do the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you go back and look, I was one of the first people to jump on there and start going viral with just talking the way that I talk. So all my shit, 7 million views, 4 million views, 9 million views, going crazy. And I didn't even have a Facebook. And it was doing numbers on Facebook.
So people were sharing it to their shit.
They like, hey man, you going viral on Facebook. I'm like, I don't got a Facebook. And that made me go get a Facebook. And when I made a Facebook, it just kept doing the same shit. So I kind of backed up off of it because it started feeling like if I get to a certain point, if I blow up too big, I'm never gonna be able to stop. And I didn't know if I wanted that to be my life, Okay. So I got off that shit. And then the shit called me back. And when it called me back, I go on it for a little bit, and then I get off of it. And then I get on there, and then sometime when I get on there, people be like, oh, you're funny. You're funny. I'm like, I was never trying to be fucking funny. I wasn't trying to be funny. No, for real. Yeah. They're like, you funny as fuck. So then I felt like I had to be funny. So then I was trying to be funny for motherfuckers. Yeah. Then I wasn't being myself, and I didn't feel good not being myself. So I jump off that shit again. And it's like now this time when they call me back this time, it's like, nah, bro, like, shout out to the people, I have certain people who be in my ear and they ask me questions like, what's your message? Like, what's your purpose for real? Like, what you stand for? Like, what are you trying to push out to the world? Right. And then I talked to the homie Spank from Trap Kitchen, and he had made this jacket. He was like, members only. And he was showing like everybody unified. And I'm like, man, that's my vision. He was like, do that shit, homie. And him and like other people like him, they all just push their support. They push their support on me. Everybody from the hood. When I felt like they might reject me, they like, no, do that shit. You saying that shit. You saying that shit that everybody else scared to say. Keep going, homie. I'm thinking everybody want to fuck me up and fight me. Yeah. They like, nah, homie, you saying that shit. So I was just like, yeah, okay. Let me walk in that.
It's courageous, it's courageous that you say the things you say. People will probably have a feeling of doing that same feeling, but they won't.
They do got the feeling.
They won't say it though.
They not gonna say it. Yeah. Because they afraid of the rejection.
That's what I'm saying.
They afraid of how they gonna be treated after that. Peer pressure. Yeah.
I want to go back to something.
Go ahead.
When you said your peoples came to you and said, what's your purpose? What you want to push? You said, you seen a picture of Spank's sweater and it was about unifying, but can you go into that a little more? Like what was like, I want specifically, like you seen unifying what?
Our people.
Okay.
Just black people.
Yeah.
And again, I always felt like that though.
For sure.
I always felt like I don't hate these niggas. I got cousins from East Coast. Yeah. I got cousins from 60 from 111 neighborhood. I got cousins from Block Crib, niggas from Bebop Watts, homies from Bounty, like in any hood. Damn near, I know somebody that I'm cool with. Or that's family to me. Yeah. I don't hate these niggas. Y'all telling me to hate these niggas, but I don't hate these niggas. So I always had that feeling in my heart that like I want to bring our people together. But you know, when you in your community, right there in your section, they gonna like, they don't want to hear that shit. They like, oh, this Malcolm X ass nigga, this Martin Luther King ass nigga, you know? It was shit that the homies used to say in meetings, like standing together, like you know, like when they say like, I'll die for this shit. I never felt like that. But I wasn't gonna sit there and raise my hand and be like, I'm not. Because then you looked at, you know, because you looked at as a buster.
Yeah.
You looked at as a buster for thinking different.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a die-hard warrior for this shit. You know, niggas telling you like your kids ain't an excuse to leave the hood. You got to come be in the hood. But in my mind, I'm like, no, it's not. Nigga, my kids is first.
Yeah.
But no, but who gonna go against the grain? They tell you nobody bigger than the program. But it's a program that's bigger than the fucking program. Right. And that's what I'm here to let everybody know. It's another fucking program. You don't have to be in that program. That program is designed for you to fail. You can't tell me nothing good that ever came out of your life in that shit.
I got a question. Or that's a comment, I guess. Mm-hmm. Just to piggyback off what you said, like when I think about like gangbanging, you know,
it's loser shit.
Yeah, for sure.
It's loser shit. Gangbanging, loser shit. Popping prescription drugs is loser shit. Going to prison is loser shit. It's all loser shit because you're losing. You losing your money. You losing your time. You might lose your motherfucking life. You losing. How you don't see that that's loser shit?
Fact.
How you don't look at yourself as a fucking loser for engaging in these type of activities, homie?
Yeah. So, I wonder why you could never be in a gang and do some successful shit though, like together.
The whole shit gotta die.
Yeah.
It gotta die as a fucking whole. I'm here to destroy this shit.
There you go.
Like for all the niggas out there who thinking like, yeah, I'm cool with niggas, but if you stand for what I don't fuck with that shit for real. I don't believe, like, I play some of this rap shit, but the shit is demonic. You talking about destroying something that I'm trying to build up. Yeah. So in a way, you kind of become my enemy because you represent the same thing that I'm trying to destroy. Because I'm trying to save you. Like, how can you just say you make peace, right? Yeah. How many times have they done peace treaties in the hoods?
Tons of times.
But once a peace treaty, once something happens, this dude got smoked at this party. Two big homies was drunk. One of them smoked the other one. Now the whole hood got a ride. Peace treaty over with. Yeah. It just take one thing to fuck it up. So if the peace gonna be that fragile inside of it, then why not just get rid of the whole shit as a whole? Yeah. You got to destroy it all. It can't exist. It can't move forward. You can't move forward with this same shit. You gotta come brand new. You gotta come brand new. Just like they do them casinos on the strip, they don't fucking just remodel the shit. They flatten that whole motherfucking building when they getting ready to build something else, when they got a new idea and a new plan. Right? It's the same shit with this culture. You gotta flatten that shit. That shit has to go away.
Why do you think that people feel so pressured to gangbang? Or if they, people that do feel pressure, some people don't maybe, but why do you think
A lot of people feel pressure. A lot of people feel pressure for different reasons. It might be the peer pressure. It might be the kids at your school pressing you. It might be, you know, you walking outside your door and these motherfuckers keep fucking with you. Like I said, I got fucked with my whole life. My whole life I got fucked with as a kid. I had nobody there to protect me. So you might be running to the shit for some protection. You might develop a hate for these motherfuckers because you see them every day in your neighborhood and they just whooping your ass, fucking with you, pointing pistols at you. So you just want to be with the niggas who hate these niggas so you can get even with them. You know what I mean? It's all type of different ways why a kid get pushed into that scenario, but you just got to understand, like, it's a different way. We as men got to provide another avenue for these children. Because it's not the grown men who we got to worry about, it's these children. These children grow up in this lifestyle and then they carry it on, right? But now we got people like your organization, y'all wasn't around back in the day, right? But if they see a group of y'all in the street, can they run to y'all?
Hell yeah.
Can they say, hey, these motherfuckers over here fucking with me? Because these motherfuckers, you know what? Our men are fucking cowards. Cowards. How y'all let these niggas, because they're outnumbered. It's only so many niggas in the hood. But if everybody in the community got together, that little hood is outnumbered in the community.
Yeah.
But y'all sit there and y'all let these niggas go fuck with them kids. Y'all let them kill them, bully them, influence them. What was I saying before? Grooming them.
Yeah.
Child grooming.
The girls too.
Yeah. And y'all stay out the way because you don't want to involve yourself. You don't want to sacrifice yourself. You don't want them fucking with you. Fucking cowards. Mm-hmm. I know women in my neighborhood who got raped by the niggas who putting in the most work in the hood. Getting their assholes took. Coming to me crying. You know that nigga raped me. And I'm like, damn, why you don't say something? Because he'll smoke me. Because he's a fucking killer. And everybody gonna accept you because you a killer. No, you a demon. Nigga, I don't like you. I don't accept you. I don't want you niggas know where I feel uncomfortable around you niggas. I don't know when one of you niggas gonna try to kill me. How you be around a bunch of niggas who you don't know want to kill you or not? I had a nigga stand right next to me and say, I had got into it with somebody. So I was just randomly talking. And he was like, yeah, I done got into it with a few niggas too. They keep thinking I killed a bunch of the homies, but they'll never be able to prove it. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, nigga, you did the shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Get this nigga away from me, bro. Yeah. I don't know when this nigga gonna take me to an alley or turn a corner with me and just, shoot you in the back of the motherfucking head or something.
He's supposed to be from the same side, right?
Huh?
He's supposed to be from the same side, right?
He wasn't from where I was from, but he was just a nigga I knew.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But just the fact that people think like that. I had a nigga tell me like, hey, when I shoot niggas, I laugh. It's like you laugh, you find that shit funny. Like, this is shit we supposed to think is cool. But you gotta be a different type of individual to laugh at a life after you take it. Yeah. You know? What kind of shit is that for real? You can't believe in God. What you believe in? I mean, no, seriously, what you think they believe in? They go to church. They say they this. Usually they say they Christian, but what you really believe in doing that type of shit?
Right.
It make me think about you like, I don't know. I just know I'm not with it.
Yeah. And you just seen that over the years and you decided this ain't, and you decided that's not me. That's not what I want for my life.
It ain't just me not, because like I can just go on with my life like everybody else do.
Right.
I'm straight, huh? My kids are straight. I don't live in the hood.
Yeah.
So I can just shut the fuck up. Go about my day like everybody else did.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But what about them kids back there that's just like me?
Mm.
What about the people who think like me, who scared to say something? What about them? What about somebody looking for somebody to run to? It's like I'm reaching back to let them know that you ain't by yourself. You know what I mean?
And that's the serious thing about your content that I love. You feel me? Like I shared something that you did today. And we talked about it on the phone though too. And it was like, man, you didn't say this, but in my mind, I feel like you said you feel like a responsibility to go back and be like, look, man, you said something specific. You said people make it out the hood, bro, and they say I'm out the hood. I don't gotta go back. That's good. He said, no, I want to be like that. I want to be a person who made it out the hood, but I want to go back and tell my people that there's a certain way you can live and you can do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It was something like to that effect, right?
Yeah, but it's just like, you gotta understand that you're being lied to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to break down the lie. I'm trying to break down the illusion. Because they believe in this shit with all their heart.
Yeah.
Like when you see them motherfuckers, they doing them prison documentaries now, right? You see them going into the prison and talking to the dudes and shit.
Yeah, they on the 50 yards and they trying to get out.
So when they in there, I didn't watch the 3 or 4 interviews I did watch. Mm-hmm. I keep hearing one thing that's repetitive. And that's them saying I was led astray. I was led astray.
Yeah.
But
I see my homie in one of those. That's crazy.
Free him.
Free him.
If he changed his life.
Yeah.
But they not really saying it the way they supposed to say it, I feel like. Mm-hmm. Like you could say, oh, I was led astray. No, tell the motherfuckers you was lied to. and you was tricked. Tell them that the hood is bullshit and it's never land. It's some make believe ass shit. It ain't real. It ain't no putting in no work for no hood. You putting in work for the devil. The hood don't benefit off you killing. The white man do. The morticians do. The judges do. The penitentiaries do. What does your hood gain from taking a life? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. But they just put this shit in your head, in your mind, like this is what we supposed to be doing. A lot of motherfuckers don't even know how their hood got started.
Facts.
You don't even know where your hood come from.
They don't know for sure. Yeah.
Right? You don't know where the original blood started. You don't know who the original neighborhoods are. You don't know which Crips. It's certain neighborhood Crips who used to be Hoovers.
Yeah.
Right? It's a whole lot of shit going on. You just don't know. All you know is you woke up, you got put on, and you like, this is what I represent, and I'm going to kill them niggas over there for no reason.
Yeah.
And half that shit is because you broke.
Facts.
I mean, that's the start of it.
That's for sure.
You broke, you ain't got nowhere to go, you ain't got nothing else to do but hang outside.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in your household. It could be good, it could be bad, but you hanging outside. And now you hanging outside with a bunch of other niggas who broke hanging outside. And now y'all outside misleading each other. Now you going down this rabbit hole of bullshit. And everybody's scared to speak out because the niggas with nothing to lose is ready to lose whatever little bit they do got to take everything that you got, which is your life.
Yeah.
You know? I get sick of that shit, man. I get sick of hearing that shit. I get sick of watching TV, watching who smoked who and who pissed on who grave and who kicked who candles over and, you know? Like, ain't y'all sick? Like, am I the only one? Am I going crazy?
Hell no. It's a sad representation of a beautiful people, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, black people, you know what I mean, some beautiful people, but, man, we got some fucked up ways.
In LA is dirty, but it's also a beautiful place.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can't fucking enjoy it.
Not for real.
Not the way you should be able to.
Hell no. You gotta watch
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't enjoy this shit.
Like, I was like, not this sidebar, like I tell the brothers, because I'm not from LA, but
yeah.
But I used to tell brothers all the time, like, bro, I hate going to LA.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
I hate going to LA.
I hate going to LA.
And I love LA and I hate going to LA.
Yeah, LA is a great time, great food, great city. But I hate it because of how much I have to watch myself and watch my back and all that. Yeah, I'll be rolling, I'm deep too, but it's still like, I don't want my people to
don't
get.
Matter
that's what I know.
Yeah.
So like, and that's the reason why I hate LA. It's because it's just, and it's everybody.
You don't hate LA, you hate the culture.
I do.
I
love it and I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We know it's part of the culture we hate. And that's everywhere. That's for every city.
For sure. It is. Definitely.
Louisiana, everywhere.
Yeah, Philly.
Yeah.
Philly.
Everywhere.
New York, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we just happen to be from this side.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm no different. You know, it's like I was watching a Bruce Lee movie. And they was floating on a boat and he said, man, the ghettos are the same everywhere. They all stink. So, you know, the hood, this culture, it stink everywhere.
Yeah.
It don't matter where you at.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm talking, I'm not just speaking to my side of the town. I'm talking to the world. I'm talking to the whole United States of America.
I mean, you've been a lot of places. You done seen.
Yeah.
You know? I know about Tulare, Central California and shit.
Yeah.
Like, they got some shit out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
You know, Fresno for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure in Bowie. Bowie's in Bowie, Oklahoma.
Huh?
Is that you said you was in Bowie?
Bowie.
Right? Bowie, Oklahoma, right?
Bowie, Oklahoma.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure they got some shit around there too. You know,
yeah,
Florida for sure. So, you know, you get to experience things, you see things too, man. But another thing I want to bring out too with your shit is you definitely have some viral videos you was talking about earlier, and I want to get into those viral videos, man. What was the first viral video, and how did that feel for you when you was like, damn, what the 7 million or 5 million? That shit crazy. Like, how that make you feel? And what was the video about? If you remember?
I think the first one that started really clicking was when I was talking about no more fake shit. Okay. No more fake love.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No more fake love.
Niggas got shirts like that now, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
That's crazy.
You know what's crazy to me though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is I hear a lot, like the main saying that I hear a lot that people say now is when they say blood don't make you family, bonds make you family. When they be saying that shit, I would like to see one video of them saying it before I said it on that video, because it's used a lot now, and I know I kind of like set that off. Yeah. At least I feel like I did. I mean, y'all could try to prove me wrong, but I've been trying to find a video with somebody saying that before me, and I can't.
Ain't that some shit?
I mean, hey,
Motherfucker ran with your shit.
I know my influence on the world. You know, you ain't got to pay me for it. I'm gonna keep doing it. It's just like when you know how to cook, you can cook whenever you feel like.
Do you remember how your video went when you said no fake love? Like, can you reiterate it in the best way you could possibly?
I mean, I couldn't give it to you verbatim.
No, you don't get it verbatim.
Half the shit I say, I just say it
off the strength, like off your shit, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I made that video, like I said, when I first started, I was just venting.
Right.
Yeah. So I just got on there and I pointed that shit at myself, and I was just like, man, no more fake love. Like, I was just venting, homie. I can't even give it to you word by word.
Yeah.
I could watch it, I could rewatch it and then tell it to you, but nah, I couldn't.
Do you remember
like a rap song?
Do you remember what you was feeling though when you say these certain things?
I was feeling
exactly off the heart. Yeah.
No, I was feeling exactly that.
Yeah.
Like these niggas come around you, man, are people, just individuals, period, people.
Yeah.
And they show you a lot of love that you would feel like is genuine. And then they'll take it back and they'll show you that they fake. And it sends you through like an emotional roller coaster. It's like you almost don't want to deal with people or have no friends because you built these bonds with people when they was plotting on you the whole time. That's a frustrating experience. When you mean it, when you come in genuine from the heart, like, man, I really fuck with this motherfucker. They straight, they cool, like, we vibing, just, it don't matter. It don't gotta be a female. It could be just, your brothers, whatever. And then they do some crazy shit behind your back. And you like, bro, like, I didn't do nothing to you.
Yeah.
What made you move like that on me? And that happened to me over and over and over again. There's a lot of niggas out there today, right now, who I cut off, who don't know why I cut them off. They have no clue why I cut them off because I never gave them an explanation. But I seen the shit that they did behind my back. Yeah. There's nothing to talk about after that. My cutoff game cold. You could ask anybody that's been cut off by me. I got a box, right? I'll warn you up to a certain point. We can go back and forth. We can have disagreements. That's fine. But once you cross a certain line, I made an agreement with myself that anybody who crosses that line, you might as well be in the coffin.
I mean, that's boundaries, though.
Ain't no coming back from that shit, though.
Yeah, no, but that's boundaries. Like, you have boundaries for yourself.
You can call it that.
For yourself.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, and the person crosses that boundary, you're not fucking with them.
Yeah, but it's not like a distinctive thing. It's not like if you do this, you gone. Yeah, it's a multitude of things. It's a combination, or it might be just one big one. It just depends on what the fuck you do.
Well, I guess you got a little mercy on what leniency on.
I'll work with you at first.
Yeah.
Because I know once I put you in that box, it's over with, homie.
Right.
I made a deal with myself that it's no negotiating that shit.
Right.
So even if I want to take you out of there, I can't bring you back.
Yeah.
I can't. It's like death for real.
Right.
I can't revive you. I can't do you gone.
Yeah.
I miss you. I got homies right now that I miss, that I wish I could fuck with, but I can't fuck with them no more.
Right.
I can't do it. You gone. You in the box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's something I asked you off camera.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you the same way, and you can just break it down how you want to break it down.
Yeah.
I asked you, I said, do you think you're an influencer?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, like it depends on the sense that you say it in.
No, I said it in general. So like, I just said it like, do you think you're an influencer?
In general, yeah. But I'm not a social media influencer, no.
Yeah, okay.
No, because my influence don't stop when the camera turn on.
Keep going to that. What that mean though?
Because I feel like I got a job to do. When people are social media influencers, they get on there, they just trying to make some content and that's it. That's not what I'm doing. When I give you content, I'm just sharing a piece of what I'm trying to do in real life.
Yeah.
So the work is being done when that camera turn off for real.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fuck with that 100%. Another thing I want to bring up too, man, is like we talked about off camera too, because some of your videos, when we talked about on camera, some of your videos is funny. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm sitting in front of you, you come off as very serious. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's funny to the people who watch it.
Right.
But like I said, when I'm doing this shit, I'm not being funny.
Yeah.
It just so I like, if you ask me right now, like, hey, what part of your shit is funny that you're talking about? I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to say, like, here come the funny part, huh? You know? See, even right now.
Because it's the way you say it. Though.
Yeah. I guess that's it. But
Yeah.
I can't tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just what the fuck it is.
No,
I'm just being real.
Even when I'm on the phone with you, or I'm trying to, like, when I was hitting you on Instagram, I could tell, like, you got a schedule, you serious. You like, hey, homie, let me get with you in 1 second. Woo, woo.
I mean, that's anybody who got kids.
No, I know, but you got, you prioritize your kids.
Man, I'm no different than anybody else, man. I bullshit, procrastinate, all that shit.
Yeah.
But it's like where I'm at now, right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm forcing myself to do that shit.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I used to drive a delivery truck.
Okay.
And I was making like 2 G's a week doing that shit.
Solid.
Doing 60 hours a week though.
Mm.
So I just thought to myself one day, like, damn, if they paying me this much money, how much they really making off me? So then I thought to myself, like, if I can give myself that same 60 hours a week, how much would I really be worth? So one day I decided to never work for money again, and I quit that job. And I won't do shit for money no more. Like, you can't buy me. I won't do shit unless I love to do it. If I wouldn't do the shit for free, I won't do it.
Yeah.
So right now I'm trying to figure out, you know, with my scheduling and how I'm being particular with my time, trying to make the most use out of my day. Like Steve Jobs said, you're going to be signal or you're going to be noise. And I'm trying to be 85 to 90% signal and cut out all the noise. And that's hard, you know. It's something that I got to get up and I got to work on every day. You know, I try to get up, you know, when that alarm go off at 5:30 in the morning, I roll over and look at it and slap the button like anybody else would, you know, struggling to get out of bed. And then I hop up because I know like shit, it's now or never. Everybody's sleeping. This one you can get it in before the kids wake up.
Yeah.
Because once the kids wake up, they taking a large chunk of my day. I actually wrote all my time down. Between my kids and my family and everything else, I probably get 4 hours a day to myself. Because I couldn't figure out where the fuck the time was going. You know what I mean? It's either that or I got to stay up late, not get no rest. But sometimes when I don't get no rest and I know I got to be up early to tend to them kids, you know?
Yeah.
It don't balance out. So it's like, dang, you got it. I got to force myself to go to bed even when I'm working on something.
Yeah.
So it's just hard. It's a struggle, man. But, you know, just day by day.
I seen something today on social media, and I reshared it, and I had to say this because it kind of reminded me of this. I'm gonna read it for you because it reminded me of what you said. It says, if you're not grounded in what matters, you'll get lost in what doesn't. And I was like, damn. And I always try to keep myself grounded, but I definitely got lost in the sauce. But I stayed in the pot, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You stay in the pot, but you get lost a little bit, and you gotta refocus. Right. You know what I'm saying? And every time I'm hearing something about you, you constantly getting back on your center line. Like you might go here, go there, but you get back on the center line.
That's God, homie.
Okay.
That's God. God is like a magnet in my life right now. And he moving me and he's showing me like, no, you ain't finna do this. This is what you finna do. Yeah. And he'll make me fail at certain shit or make certain shit not stick the way I wanted to because that's not my purpose. So now the more I align myself with him, the more I start to walk in my path that he got for me. You know, I can't do none of this shit without him.
That's right.
And that's the truth, you know? Yeah. I'll never deny that. I don't give a fuck. People be in my DM, oh, God ain't real. God ain't, man, he ain't real to you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't give a fuck about what book you believe or what manuscript you write, you know, that you're going off of. But at the end of the day, it's God, homie. Fact. It's something that's more powerful than yourself. Yeah. That's why I can connect with anybody because we all God's children. Yeah, right. Somebody had to make you. Even if you look at it, I was looking at something and they was talking about science. And he was talking about, oh, well, God ain't real. We just came from nothing. Okay, so if we came from nothing, and we developed into something, and they said when you die, you go back to nothing. He said, that's God. It has to be a powerful nothing that created you, right? Yeah. And then you went back to the nothing that you were before. right?
Right.
So you went back to God.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's the argument?
Yeah.
You know? No matter
What
what
are we
you
talking
lose.
about here?
Yeah, what we talking about, man? Y'all stay out my comments with that shit. I don't care about all that fairy tale shit y'all talking about. They using it for control. Look, they might be controlling you with that shit.
Facts.
Because you haven't did the work that you needed to do to control yourself. But one thing I will tell you is it's been proven to me too many times that somebody's showing up for me.
That part.
Because this shit ain't by chance. It's not by accident. It ain't no mistake.
Mm.
Somebody looking out for me. And you know, I'm a big believer in energy too.
Yeah.
I feel energy when I walk in a room.
Right.
You know how you'll meet people and you'll instantly not like them because it's something about the energy.
Something off.
Something about the energy.
Yeah.
It just don't connect with you.
Yeah.
You know, and there's certain people I'll meet as soon as I start talking to them and it just be like this.
Yeah.
It's like I fuck with you.
Right.
Shout out to my boy King June. I just met him.
Shout out
to
June. You gonna put me on, bro.
I told you about him.
I hit him up too.
Yeah, good dude, man.
Yeah.
Real good dude. He got a lot to talk about. He got a lot of good stuff to say.
Yeah, we booked one for sure.
And when you meet him after you talk to him, he got a greater purpose. And I'm just now saying this. I never told him this, but this is what I feel from meeting him.
Yeah.
He got a greater purpose ahead of him. And I don't even think he know it.
That's heavy.
But he got, that's one of the ones. But yeah, you know, I met him. I feel like, you know, he been my brother for years. You know, we only hung out one time. Mm-hmm. So, you know, yeah, I'm a big believer in energy. If I don't like your energy, homie, I can't be around you.
It's so crazy you say that about the God thing because a lot of people, you know, don't believe in God. And I don't care if you don't believe in God. Like, I really don't. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, hey, that's what's happening.
Right.
But, you know.
It's like telling me you don't watch baseball. Okay, I'm still going to
play. Like, exactly. Even God says it in the Bible. He says, what if some don't believe? Like, does that make what I say none effect? Like, doesn't matter if they don't believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, what this word matters though. So like, that's how I live my life. I'm like, everybody don't gotta believe this shit, but I believe this shit for sure. Yeah. You know what I mean? I know it's something bigger than me for sure.
It's been proven to me.
It's people bigger than me, so of course there'd be a God bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you feel me? So you know.
Yeah. And that's why I told them niggas in the hood, like nigga, God bigger than your program. This is God's program. Yeah. It's not your program. You thought it was your program.
Let me ask you this, and when you said that earlier, I meant to ask you a question. I just reminded myself. You ever heard like how you had the homies from where you grew up at, and then it's like, yeah, he don't come around no more. He gone. He don't never. And now that when you said what you said, I said, damn, he found out young that there's a bigger thing to life.
Yeah, but I couldn't express myself young.
Yeah, no, I'm saying though, like any person, I'm not just you, just anybody who just don't come around no more. Yeah. Like people ain't seen their homie in like 5 years or 10 years, and they're like, damn, he don't come around no more. Like, I think he might have just, found something bigger in life.
I mean, okay, so it's two directions I can go with that.
For sure.
It's a lot of people who, and it's nothing against them, they get their life together and they disappear. Yeah. They get their money and they get as far away from the hood as possible because they know it's nothing there for them. That's why I tell the dudes, like, when they tell y'all, YGs run the hood, y'all don't run the hood. You think these niggas got old and they just left y'all to run the hood. That's not true. They found out that the hood has no value. And once they figured out that the hood has no value, they left it behind. You'll never see a nigga get, because they think like these niggas got old, they can't compete with us. That's not true. They can still kill, they can still fight. They can do everything that you can do and probably do it better than you because they've been doing it for long.
They smarter.
Right?
Wisdom, yeah.
But men don't leave things of value. So if the hood had value, they wouldn't leave it to you. It's just like you'll never see a grown-ass man get old and just be like, you know what? I ain't got too old for this house. You know, nigga, why don't you run it? You'll never see that. In life. You'll never hear no shit like that. Because the house holds value.
Yes.
They're not saying they're too old to wear the jewelry, to fuck y'all bitches, to drive the cars y'all drive. They're not too old for none of that other shit. But they too old for the hood. Yeah. Because they found out the shit is fake. They just not coming back telling you. They letting you got it now. You run it. They leaving you with the bullshit. They leaving you with the shit that they don't want. Yeah. It's just like you a fucking slave. They giving you just like chitlins and all the shit. They gave us the parts of the animal that they didn't want to eat. Yeah. They giving you the parts of their life that they don't want,
Right.
which is this hood shit.
That's facts.
That's all they leaving you. But as far as me, like, I'm around. I see everybody all the time.
Yeah.
I'm just not in the same place I used to be in.
Mentally and physically.
Right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna see me over there, but you're gonna see me over here. But you are gonna see me. I'm not hiding from nobody.
Yeah.
You know, but I elevated. I got a different purpose. I'm not finna stand. Why the fuck would I stand in front of the liquor store with you? Or at a park where kids supposed to play at? You know, robbing our children of their opportunity to enjoy their childhood, because that's all you doing.
Yeah.
They scared to go up there because y'all up there. This shit don't belong to you. It wasn't meant for you. So yeah, I be in the places where I belong.
Man, it's been such an amazing interview, bro. You very impressive person. Before we roll, man, is there anything that you wanna, drop for us, man? Because we were talking about all, shoot. You mind me saying what we talked about earlier, as far as like what you got planned in the future and all that?
Nah, I mean, we could talk about all that.
Yeah. So like, you trying to drop a series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You shooting a documentary. You say you 10 years in front of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? You got your clothing brand that I appreciate you for your shirt too. Can you put this on camera?
Yeah. Let's get that on camera.
Yeah.
You
can put this on camera.
So
yeah. Show the people.
So this one of them. Let me see that other one too. So this just the sample drop of the Compton shirt. The brand is Pray for Safe Landing.
Yep. He blessed us with these, man.
And,
you know what I mean? Appreciate you.
Yeah, the brand is Pray for Safe Landing. It's on the back of the Inglewood one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a lot of meaning behind that. And so is the film studio. It's all under Pray for Safe Landing.
Right. That's the film studio?
It's a film studio. It's gonna be my film studio, Pray for Safe Landing. That's the name of the film studio, and that's the name of the clothing brand.
Hell yeah.
That's the name of the whole movement. Is Pray for Safe Landing.
What? That's crazy.
PFSL.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's basically like, we're gonna get into that, man. I want to do another one with you. We gotta run it back.
Yeah, hell yeah. For sure.
I got so much shit to say.
Of course.
And yeah, we'll just save it for the next one.
Yeah.
And see where we at then.
Yeah, because you know what I mean. Like, I was gonna tell you too. Like, we're gonna do more content. I'd love to have you back on for some, not just interviews, just like we do. I want to shoot like a short film my damn self.
Yeah,
you know
man, we could work.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I want to put you on a cameo, give you some lines for the film, whatever. But I just know that I think you're a special person. People, Cameron don't know. This is my first time meeting you. You know what I'm saying? But like, I like your content. You know what I mean? The way we talk on the phone and shit. I was like, y'all, it's like, bro. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah,
appreciate you for sure coming on, man. But talking about your series a little bit though before we roll too, man.
Man, I ain't putting that out there.
Oh my bad.
No, I don't want nobody to take it.
Oh yeah, no, real shit.
But y'all, hey, we got some. Yeah, we gonna come with that heat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna give it to y'all in a different way, y'all. Make sure y'all check out Pray for a Safe Landing. Add the page now because it's up. It's under my bio on Instagram. All my handles on YouTube, Instagram is Brackin. BACKBRACKIN. So go check that out. Pray for a Safe Landing. It's spelled just like it said. And man, we coming.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. Oh, Brackin. We got it here though.
Yes, sir.